welcome. Kdmoonchild's World. I'm Katie, and welcome, Gertrude Sue. I am so excited to have you here. Hey, Jenny. Good to see you, Dolly, Wolf Girl Oracle. Mwah! That is one follower of yours, my dear. Wolf Girl Oracle loves you. I told her I had you coming on, and she's like, oh, I just love Gertrude. Whoa, hard to chat sometimes.
Yes, thank you for having me on.
Oh, you're welcome. I am so glad to have you here. It's you're always you're here in the chat, and it's like, Gertrude, come on. Gertrude,
Yeah,
come on.
I think that was the spirit telling me the other day to get on the chat. That
See?
was when you asked me about the email, and I never received any of it.
And it's really interesting because backstage we just learned we have so much in common.
Yes.
Oh, we're going to be friends because yeah, it's so exciting. You guys, this is really a cool night. Hey Rose, good to see you, Rose Blue. How you doing, hon? I hope you're hanging in there and getting everything all the stuff taken care of. Oh, hey, I wanted to warn you guys. There's a lot of it's already happened to me twice on Instagram. If you have Instagram accounts, watch out for fake accounts of people who you know. Violetta, Psychic Violetta. I got someone saying, oh, your energy. I just love your channel. And it was broken English. So I'm thinking, well, maybe this really is her. And then they're asking me what's my sign? And I'm going, She doesn't do astrology. What does that matter to her? That's So then I started watching, and next thing I know, so I say that I get this. Well, if you'd like, I can give you a list of my costs for a reading if you'd like a reading. And I went, oh, really? That's cool. Would you like a list of what my cost is for my readings too? And the response I got back was, do you understand? Block. It was a hacker, someone pretending to be her. So watch out, you guys. Be careful. Hi, Samantha. Welcome. Oh, I love your avatar. How pretty, hummingbird.
Oh, I love hummingbird. It's fascinating watching them.
Yes, and here in Tucson, there's a lot of different kinds of them. I have a hummingbird feeder right outside my bedroom window that I sit and look at all day. And they're all coming and going. I have a bird bath out here too. They have sparrows that like to come and have a rowdy pool party once in the morning and once in the afternoon. I have to go fill the bird bath up again because they splash all the water out. They have a good time. So yeah, that is what has kept me sane during COVID is my secret garden just outside my bedroom window. I have pansies. I got pansies coming up out there. I got snapdragons and nasturtiums and for some reason it's just sheltered enough that the cold air we've been suffering hasn't affected them.
Great.
I'm going, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to have pretty flowers this spring. So, oh, good. I'm glad you were at a friend's for a few days and keep you warm, sweetheart. We need to get you into better home. So we pray for you, my dear. All of us love you. Yes, that garden has a magical protection. There's fairies in that garden. And I talk to them all the time.
Oh, really?
They love it because I give them little gifts like foil. I have a little scrap of foil and I'll wad it up in a ball and just put it out there. And it's funny. It gets moved around. But it's just like laying out there. It's in the grass or it's on a rock or I listen to them and they'll tell me where to put it.
So
And they love sparkly things.
So how do you contact with the fairies?
I can see them out of the corner of my eye.
Ah, really?
There's
How?
a little bit of a light with a flutter. I took a course in fairyology. I'm actually a certified fairyologist. Um, they with Doreen Virtue years ago, and
Oh,
she teaches you how you can see them. You see little sparklies out here every once in a while? That's a fairy, you guys. They're
yeah.
hiding. They don't. They're there with you, but they don't want you necessarily to see them.
Because recently I have been seeing things, out of the corner of my eyes, like something move, and then I look and
Oh
nothing.
yes.
Eh,
Yeah,
ah,
I have a cat spirit. I'm pretty sure it's my female kitty I had for 17 years. Um, she went through breast cancer with me, so she's yeah. I got these two cats to fill the emptiness when I had to put her down. So, but she was like 17 years old, and I see her a lot out of the corner of my eye, and she just scooters along the. She's like doing her normal, going from the dish or going just skittering through the house, and the cats will be looking down at nothing. So I know they see her too.
so last night my dog woke me up, and
Yeah.
then she just stare at my right hand side. Ah, she stare, she stare. So I asked her, "What do you see?" That was,
She's seeing a spirit.
yeah, I'm pretty sure because she stared for a long time.
Yeah. Well, they see them and they bark at them. Cats will chase them away. Cats will
Ah,
chase spirits away. That's why witches have cats.
oh, how do I protect my that might come when I translate? Oh, yeah.
That's a
I,
great question. Thank you.
I,
Hey, Jay. Good to see you, my sweet guy. Oh, you changed your name.
oh, hi, Jay.
I love it. No more Hercules? I love it, dude. My buddy he's my pal. We have the most deep conversations, he and I. He asks me questions that make me really dig deep, and sometimes I don't have the answer. It's like, I don't know, dude. I gotta see what spirit's telling me to tell you. But how do you protect yourself from dark energies when you are open and channeling? I want to learn to channel.
Ah, so I simplify a prayer of Diane's tarot. So I just ask, the infinite. I always ask infinite creator to fill
Mhm.
me with his light and love, and build an orb of light around me, keeping out all negative anti energy,
Yeah.
letting in only love and light. And I always ask, and beings of highest love and light. So I protect myself that way. And but the being that the Rahasha that I channel,
Yes.
and Rahasha is the one channeled by Diane's tarot. So he told me, they will always protect me.
There you go. Yeah.
Yes.
I when we went into shutdown, well, I've done this for years though. Anytime I'm feeling like something out there might be coming, like we're going to have a big news drop or something, I get feelings of negative energy way before it comes in. So I started saying this really simple little prayer to Archangel Michael. I ask him, Archangel Michael, cocoon me with your shield of reflection.
Yeah.
Let it reflect all low and negative energy back onto its origination. And then I thank him, and it works. I had a tree fall this summer during
Yes.
one of our monsoons in my yard. It was leaning towards my house, had me terrified for years because I couldn't afford to get it cut down. If it would have fallen like it was leaning, it would have landed on my bedroom where I was standing. I happened to be filming for my channel the storm, and the tree went crack, and it fell to the side. It didn't even come near the house
Wow.
because I had put that protection on the house. Because I had 2 trees that I was really afraid of, and it was like, please, you know. And when we went into lockdown, I had it go the perimeter of my fence so that all living things were protected in my property. I had hawks coming and hanging out here while rabbits were playing. And the hawks weren't even interested in the rabbits. One of the hummingbirds went by one of the hawks, and the hawk was like, oh, come on, really? So, yeah, you guys, protection's wonderful.
Yeah, I have to do that.
Yeah.
Like when the dogs are out in the yard playing.
Yes. Yeah. Hi, Viviani. Good to see you. I've seen you all over the place today. I've been watching a lot of YouTube today. I
Oh,
been.
Aiden. Hi, Aiden.
Oh, Aiden's in too. Hey, dude. Good to see you. Yeah, see, I'm looking up at this StreamYard one. Oh, there he is. And it's got that lovely delay. Thank you, Viviani. I don't know how many of you watched Ona's tarot today. Flash these things a lot, you guys. A woman, a card reader on TikTok, is being sued for defamation.
Oh, really?
But you got your butt covered if you are. Tell everybody and show it. It's for information or for entertainment purposes only. So, yeah. So if you get a chance to watch her, who did she do that on? Oh, she did a video on Meghan Markle, and she never does that kind of thing. So, yeah. And then that she started the whole video talking about be careful. Be very careful.
Ah,
So, especially you paired to, the political readers, God bless you guys. And I'm getting ready to start into that. It's okay because I've accidentally channeled Donald Trump a couple times.
oh, really?
Yeah. I channeled Putin too once. So it's like I want to learn to channel so that I can tell people, go bye-bye. You're not welcome in here. Get out of my head.
Yeah, Diane always says that she doesn't like Trump's energy. She finds it
Mm-mm.
uncomfortable.
His chest is really tight. He's nauseous all the time, and he has a massive headache. I mean, it never stops. Those are the physical things I get from him. He when he was going through the first impeachment, I woke up 2:30 in the morning, straight out, all broken out in sweat, scared, but nervous, but mad. But it was like, whoa, this is my energy. Where is this coming from? What the heck? And then I realized all of a sudden I got a vision, and it was him pacing back and forth in his bedroom. It was Donald Trump I was feeling, his physical symptoms of his fear. I was like, oh no, shut that down. No, no, no. And then I looked few months ago, I looked just before Putin went into Ukraine. There was George Takai had a post on Instagram, and
Yes.
it was a picture of him, of Putin. And I looked for the first time, I looked him in the eye. I try not to do that with scary people. Uh, and there's nothing back there. It's dead. But I got a vision. He was walking with this military man, and they were talking. The military man was just talking, and Putin was shaking his head. And then Putin stopped all of a sudden. And all of a sudden, I got this horrible pain in my stomach. I mean, like, I thought I was going to violently throw up. And then it was gone as quick as it came.
I believe Sterling psychic medium says he has colon cancer.
He does have colon cancer. I got that. He at that particular point, I knew exactly what was going on. It was Putin, because then he started talking again, but in the back of they started doing that KGB walk, where you always have your hand at the ready to pull a gun. It's like walking side by side, both of these guys. And he was thinking in his head, shit, that was bad. I can't let them see that weakness in me. Because it almost brought him to his knees. It was that painful. It literally, I thought I was going to vomit. It was that painful. It was bad. So I went, oh my God. And then I realized my mother had colon cancer. And I'm going, he's got colon cancer. It just was loud as it could be. And then people started talking about him being sick. It was like, no, it's not Parkinson's. He's got colon cancer. Well, I think he's got both.
Yeah, I think he has both.
Yeah. So, yeah, the scary thing is, what do we get when we don't have him? Who's going to replace him? Yeah, it's been a good week. I hope everybody's week has been a good one. This crazy week of, I got a jury summons. I got a notice that I got to do my driver's license this year. It's like, I got my new insurance card. I got a new PayPal card. It's like everything this week needs to be activated and done, but everybody's off work this week. It's like I got a federal jury summons too. I got picked for federal jury duty. I can't do that, you guys. I have fibromyalgia. I don't own a car. And it's for me to sit for a really long time or stand is hard. I have to move. You'll notice I like move forward, move back, up and down. And that's because I have a lot of chronic pain, man. It's no fun. So I have to go to my doctor to get an excuse.
Oh, they won't just take your word for it.
Oh no, they have to have proof from a doctor. Because a lot of people will just say, I have chronic migraines or I have cancer or whatever, just to get out of it. Just to get out of it. I actually would love to do it. I think it would be fascinating to be on a grand jury. They pay you for federal. You don't get paid for local. Federal pays you $50 a day. I mean, that's not a lot, and if they have to put you in a motel, they pay for that. So,
yeah.
So, yeah, it depends on where you get picked. But yeah, no. So I can't, traveling is hard for me to travel very far. And so, yeah, I pretty much stay in my neighborhood. And it's a safe neighborhood, so I'm good.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't have to worry too much about political issues and neighbors that I can't talk to because they're mean or, I got some kind of kooky ones, but karma seems to be taking care of them for me. So I have no complaints. Yeah. Crazy week. Hey, Kemet. Good to see you. Yeah. My group. I love my group of people. Oh, that's an interesting question. She's asking it a wolf girl, but we could answer that.
Ah.
I'm ADHD. My organization has slowly gotten worse since I've been here. Can hoarder energy do that? Thank you for putting Gertrude's channel in. Thank you. What were you saying? I'm trying to think where she was. What is it? She wants some black salt.
Yeah.
She uses black salt to make a boundary. I use sea salt. Actually, no, I don't. I take that back. I will show it to you in my smudge pot. It's Connemara marble from Ireland. And inside there is full of ashes and sea salt from all of my smudge sticks. And that's what I put in my windowsills and on my doorways and to protect the house. Plus, I'm a big into feng shui. So I have my bagua mirrors and so yeah. So, my dear, tell us
Uh,
about you and your channel and what you
usually
do.
I do it during meditation. That was how I started. So when he first asked me to channel him over a year ago, I I just I was working at the time, so I did an hour a day. As soon as I come back from work, go into it. When I retire, I did 3 hours a day. I was that determined,
Uh-huh.
and because I tried too hard, I couldn't do it. He was
Oh.
telling me that I was trying to let go and don't try so hard, but I was so determined to channel him. And a few weeks, I think probably 2 months ago, I was in meditation, and then I found myself channeling him in my own dialect. So I have a monthly session with him through Diane's tarot. So I
Awesome.
asked him if it was him, and he said yes. And then another meditation, I found myself channeling him. It said that my voice started to change into a low tone voice. So I asked him if I channel him. He said, yes, you started with us, but then Emmanuel, you attract an aspect of Jesus called
Oh,
Emmanuel.
yes.
Emmanuel came in.
That's the
And
Christ energy.
so now what I do very often is I do a 3 cup pull every day for the shots.
Yeah.
And when I finish that, then I practice channeling him. So I just call him in. He's with me almost all the time. Like right now, I know it because of the energy around here.
Uh-huh.
It's a very, very strong energy.
Is he telling you anything?
Oh,
Yeah, probably.
no, because I'm not
Hi,
where
honey.
I can channel him, at will. I have to
Yes.
really get into that.
Yeah,
I'm
I get
not, Diane could channel any beings. I mean, she could see or channel on the spot. I'm not there
Oh,
yet.
she's amazing. I was actually watching her one night
Yeah,
when an evil energy came in and it literally caused the screen picture to do weird things,
yeah.
and she had to go away.
When I am able to channel Rahasha on the spot, like if you ask me a question, I can answer on the spot. Then I will contact Kevin Moore, the international news, uh, spiritual news network. He told me to contact him when I'm further into it. But he usually interview, and at the end he talked to the entity, and I'm not there yet. But
That's
I
awesome.
think I am getting closer because he is coming to my mind very often. Kevin Moore, he does. They call us channelers. He does a lot, over 100,
Mm, yeah.
and he
Yeah,
did Diane's tarot.
that's awesome.
Yes.
You know who I would really like to see if I could get to come on my channel? The odds of that, I'm sure, are a million to one, but I have big dreams. That's what the whole purpose of being alive is about. I would like to have Greg Braden someday. I would love to work with Greg Braden someday.
I
I have
am.
followed that man since the early 1990s. Him
Yeah.
and Lee Carroll, Cryon.
Yes.
Huh. Yeah.
Yeah. Those Great Britain. I've seen him on Gaia.
Oh,
I mean,
yes.
he's on
The
Gaia, right?
Missing Links. Yeah.
Listening. Ah.
Yeah, I
Right
love him.
now.
He's got a YouTube channel. He's also on Instagram. And he's actually commented on a couple of my posts on Instagram.
Oh,
So
really?
he's a very nice and very approachable person. So I'm going, well, I'm putting this out there to the universe. We'll see what happens,
Yes.
So Yeah, it was like getting you on the channel. Oh my goodness. I want everybody to know I'm announcing here and now my first guest for January is Mr. Stony Baker, MD. He is joining me next week. This is going to be fun.
Yeah.
Stony makes us laugh so much, as you know, since you're in here so much. I thought it was time people need to meet him. I've known him for like 6 years, 5, 6 years. Him and Wolfgar Oracle have been friends of mine from my channel before.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was only appropriate that he come on with me. Yeah, he says. Oh, you rock, dude. We have a lot of fun on your show too. So, the whole thing on this is to talk about what do you do when your energy gets low?
Meditation.
Yeah.
Yes, you see, like I have reached a point in meditation where I can just go up and so I asked Rahasha one time if I was imagining it. He says no. So I could just get a lift up and then I go to my planet or his planet. So I
Ooh.
just go there and I rest. When I'm very, very tired, I just go there. And
Oh,
yes, and
yeah, I go to the astral plane.
yeah, that's where I go.
Yeah. My favorite thing to do is to lucid dream because for some reason my regular dreams I don't remember unless it's a major download. And I've been getting those the last 3 nights in a row. And along with them come massive night sweats. So I wake up exhausted and wet and cold. I can't get warm. It's weird. It's
Yeah.
strange. So I also have fibromyalgia, and that'll happen once in a while with the fibro. But no, I don't think it has anything to do with that. I think I'm working hard, and so I'm sweating. I'm
Yeah,
working hard doing something somewhere else in my astral plane. So
I know. A lot of us do that at night,
yes, we do.
working on some council. I don't, I know I do it because Rahasha told me, but I don't have, you know,
Time.
yeah, I don't, I just know I get very busy or I get very vivid dreams.
Yes, um, there for a while, Lilac Lantern on her channel was having us. We were trying to meet up, do dream meetups. I think she still does them. And when Ukraine first happened, we were all meeting up in Ukraine to help people in Ukraine. I could only do that once because it was such an emotional draw on me but it sure felt good. It was so
Oh,
cool.
yeah. So the wolf girl oracle asked, no, I'm not, I don't do readings with Rasha. So, if you want reading with Rasha, then Diane's Tarot does it. And it's great. I have a session with him through her once a month. And you go to dianeaquarius.com, and at the bottom of the page, it says ET channeling on Zoom. And
Hmm.
that is Diane's Tarot. It's great talking to him because it's like talking to a wise person who knows everything and can see everything. But
It,
a lot of time he wouldn't tell me certain things because of free will. They
oh,
come back.
yes.
Yes, and he's very careful about that.
That's like when you're first as a new card reader and you read cards and they don't make any sense to you. That's because Spirit's telling you, I'm not going to tell you. You don't need to know that right now. It's not time for you to know.
Yes,
And that's usually because whatever you're reading on or whoever you're reading on, it's their free will that you're impinging on.
yeah,
And so, yeah.
yeah. So that was how I got started on channeling Rahasha. I have once a month session with him through Diane's Tarot, and after a few sessions, he suggested I channel him.
And Guhu, I posted her question, him, whoever that is, I posted a question up here for you. Currently struggling with something personal right now. There has been anything that you've struggled with overcoming? And how do you break out of that?
Okay.
That's a great
Yeah.
question.
So one thing I hate is jealousy. I don't know why I hate that so much. And so recently, I think getting into YouTube and all that.
Yeah,
So I experienced that, and so how I get out of that is
I dropped some cards on the floor.
uh, Rahasha. Rahasha always tells me that, or tells us that our higher self
Mm-hmm.
is, in sixth density and is higher. I mean, so I just use the creator, infinite creator's love and my higher self. And so I pull myself up that higher level. I
Yeah,
just tell myself, I'm special.
and you
The
are. You
yes.
know,
So
I've
I
been
feel like,
telling I've been telling my subscribers this is one thing I really would like you all to do. Hi, Cat Shepherd. Sit in front of a mirror and write yourself a love letter.
yeah. So I
Tell
find,
yourself
yeah.
how wonderful you are for a change.
So I think, up in the getting the higher vibration, that's how we
Hmm.
can free ourselves from a lot of things. The
Yes.
getting the higher vibration.
Uh huh. Absolutely.
And so another thing I do is the gratitude thing.
Yes.
I'm so happy and grateful. So I would say I'm so happy and grateful I have a God so good. And when I say that, it frees me from a lot of things also.
Yes. Oh, I start my day every morning with, uh, instead of affirmations, I start with gratitudes. First thing I'm grateful for is I open my right eye. Second thing I'm grateful for is I open my left eye. Third thing I'm grateful for, I had the miracle of sight today. I can stop my day at this point, and that's just how and then as things happen, I'll be like, thank you. Or even the hard stuff, it's like, thank you. But you got to show me how to fix this. So yeah.
You
Um,
know, I could even make a public
you
confession.
don't do mirrors? Kim says, I don't do mirrors at all. Well, then instead of looking at yourself while you do it, just
How
write
you
yourself
can
a love
think
letter, my sweet.
there will be a good dominatrix?
Ah!
I bet I could because I tend to attract men. you know that.
I love it. That's
And
funny.
I am
I
not
think,
stranger to that field, BDSM.
yes.
I know a lot about BDSM.
Do you really? So do I. I was just going to say, I've been told I was a switch.
But never, I never really. I know I could make a good dominatrix, but I usually tend more towards the sub.
I do too.
See? So I was going to say I'm going to confess in public my sin of jealousy and comes up with this, which
I
is
know. I love it. That's so funny. Hey, spirit works in terrific ways.
and it's so strange because I have no I don't know where it came from. So one reason why I empathize with game people is
Mhm.
because I had that from when I was a child.
Yeah.
And I never thought I could outgrow it. But apparently, whatever it is that caused me to crave that side, that BDSM, left me a few years ago.
Yeah, I became a writer so I could write those books like 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah.
I have no interest in that at all. None. Now I write books with Archangel Gabriel about twin
Yeah.
flames, but I understand a lot more that I didn't know because of the BDSM experience.
Yes.
So,
Anyway, from that, I realized that, we something like this. Oh, I fought it for years because being a Catholic, I thought, you
oh
know,
yeah.
I would go to hell.
Yeah.
you know, it-
Yeah, that's like me with my Baptist.
reading books like that, books on BDSM. I remember driving one night, and then I started creating these stories, and then I said, "Oh, please, God, don't take me tonight. I don't want to go to hell."
I love it. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, I got past all that. And actually, when I got past all that, and part of it was learning how to read tarot because I was raised, you don't even go in a room with one of those decks, let alone touch it, let alone use it.
Yes, the first time I
And yeah, I've got how many? I've got 35 tarot decks. I have 50 oracle decks. I was counting them up the other day. I was like, okay, it's time to slack off on buying.
yeah,
Well, you might be in trouble too, huh? Oh, that's cute. I love it. Is this the time to do the Lightworkers pledge? After we've been talking about BDSM, I love it.
I mean, of all the things that come up.
I love it. It's great. Stoney's talking about nipples, and what's funny is I happen to know Nipples is a squirrel. That's a squirrel, a pet squirrel he has that he named Nipples.
Oh, really? What is the name?
So when he's talking about nipples up by his face, oh, nipples. Hey, yeah. Well, we were talking yesterday about Wolf Girl Oracle gave me a shirt that says plant manager. I grow marijuana. That's the light that should be off back here.
Really?
And so I got a big black shirt with a marijuana leaf on the front of it. It says plant manager. So I've been wearing that on my channel and I've been having a ball. Yeah. Yeah. I've That's my medication. It's
Yes.
been prescribed by the doctors, so
Yeah.
3 doctors, 3 different ones.
So
It's
I,
helped me more with the fibromyalgia than anything ever did, and I was on morphine for 15 years.
my late husband was very much into that, and I got curious. So I would try the joint, but I never did anything. And one day, this friend said, "You have to try the bong."
Yeah.
So I tried the bong, and it was like I was divorced from the world. The world was, and that was the last time
It's a yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I just want that experience. Just like I would love to try. How do you call it? Ayahuasca or mushroom
Oh,
and that
ayahuasca. Oh, I
ayahuasca.
want to do ayahuasca. I do not want to do DMT because DMT is a man-made
Ah,
chemical. We make it in our brains. They've synthesized it. The CIA was using it to experiment with people. Anyway, they synthesized it. Now, science was studying the connection between spirit and our pineal gland because that's where you make the DMT is in your pineal gland, which is your third eye, y'all. So ayahuasca basically, oh, that's quite a preparation too. If you're doing it for spiritual things, you prepare for several days before you
yeah.
actually take
No,
it
I doubt if I
because it will make you purge. I
yeah.
mean, you throw up violently.
I doubt if I will ever do it, but I find it intriguing. Well, mainly because same as with marijuana, I don't need it to get into a high.
Right. You
So
don't
that was when I
need
said.
that.
So after that, whenever they offer it to me, I decline it because
Mhm.
my high is natural and it's uplifting and it's very nice.
It's wonderful.
I
Yeah.
I experience like heaven on earth.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yes.
I was watching this hospice nurse Julie talking about this man
Uh-huh.
uh, who died, and then she experienced what he was experiencing when he died. And I thought, I know that feeling because I experienced it in meditation, literally, like heaven on earth. So that was when I moved
Wow.
away from. I just decided I want that experience, but I don't need it, because
Yeah.
the high of, I think I just wasn't comfortable with the world being so far away. That was my feeling. It was like everything was far away. It was
Yeah.
just interesting.
Yeah, yeah, at the first time, actually most of the time, like you were saying, when you'd smoke joints, you didn't feel it. It was the first time I smoked pot. It took several hours before I realized that I was feeling it. And it took driving down a street that had a lot of neon signs doing this. And we
Yeah.
were listening to Fleetwood Mac. And all of a sudden, the signs were moving to the beat of the music. And I was like, oh, this is fun. I like this. But
Well,
I was like 18,
yeah.
16 years old, So yeah, it's been a long, long time.
My late husband was having surgery, knee surgery. And so his daughter gave him a joint, and I have a headache, so I took Tylenol. And after a while, I thought, why this Tylenol sure gives a really nice feeling. I'm surprised people don't get hooked on it. It was only later I realized it wasn't the
There's
Tylenol.
a contact high from the joint. Hi, Sharon Sipe, sweetheart. Good to see you. Oh, I love it. Yeah, I posted reels today, and I the plant is getting really kind of heavy, so some of the smaller branches I break off because they're not ever going to grow up and do anything big. So they'll have little buds on them. Well, my fingers were so sticky from the resin in those little tiny buds I'd pinched. I was like, okay, I got to make a reels out of this and put this on Instagram. So I put some Pink Floyd music to it. Had some
Oh,
fun.
is it legal to grow it?
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah, it has to be inside and under lock and key.
I
It cannot be under, well, not inside. It has to be out of public view. So you can grow it in a greenhouse
ah,
as long as nobody can see it.
yeah,
Yeah, the year Biden was elected in 2020, it became legal to grow it here. You can have 6 plants per person per season, and you can squeak in 3 seasons here in Arizona.
yeah,
So that's 18 plants for me in a year. There's no way I would ever use that much. No
yeah.
way. I grow one at a time. Yeah. Like
For me,
candy, baby, hard, sweet, and sticky.
my craze is hot chili peppers. So I have different kind of plants.
Mmm.
I don't know what it is, but sometimes I just crave the heat, and then and you really suffer. It's really masochistic.
Oh, yes. Oh, I love hot stuff.
I know.
Ooh, I'm an Arizona native. My great grandfather came here in
Ah,
1862. So my mama, I grew up eating Mexican food. So it's like, if it doesn't make me perspire and my nose run, it's not hot enough.
yeah, I know.
It's like, give me
Yeah.
more. I want more. Yeah. My
You know,
brother, though, eats like chili tapines and habaneros, like just pop it in his mouth and eat it. And I'm like, you got to be numb. That's a callus in there. How do you do that? How
oh
does he
no.
do it going out the other end is the hard part.
Well, the first time I experienced jalapeno, you eat it and you don't feel anything, and then all of a sudden,
and and it, and you get that, and then it just builds and builds and builds. And pretty soon your ears are going whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, jalapenos. Well, the jalapenos, that's also called the Scotch bonnet. That is supposed to be the hottest chili. It's the Scotch bonnet. So, yeah,
yeah,
they're fun to grow. I like to grow habaneros because they're little, they're small.
yeah. I bought several types and I take the seeds and I try and
Hi,
oh,
Linda de Gonzalez. It's so good
and
to
the
see so many
yellow
people.
mango habanero sauce.
Doesn't
Wow.
that sound yummy?
Yeah.
Pretty sure they have jalapeno flavored. BDSM equipment. I don't think I'd want that. That hurt.
Mhm.
That hurt a little too much. Yeah, Carolina Death Pepper. Ugh. Yeah, they're yeah. That's like those. I'm not gonna ever try those chips that are so hot that people are constantly doing the challenges to just see if you can eat
Oh,
more.
yeah.
No, that's too hot. That you might as well just take a spoonful of capsaicin. It's gonna do the same thing. Oh. So at this point, let's do the Lightworkers pledge.
Yes.
I will pull up the overlay, and so we can get in our turning on the light stuff. I declare a pledge to love. I will act based on judgments from the heart. I will act not based on judgments of fear or lack. I will act not controlled by self interest, commercial, or political agendas. I will act attempting to reduce conflict and division. I will act to promote cooperation. I will act to promote consensus. I will act to promote peace. I will act recognizing the quality of all human beings and living things. I will act to pursue a picture of collective truth rather than personal truth. I will act to acknowledge the responsibility of supporting others in their spiritual awakening. I will act and do not deliberately or knowingly misinform. I declare this pledge in love. It always seems to kind of set it right, you know? All those things that, I don't want to get involved in the political agendas. I don't want to get in. That's not what we're here for.
Yes.
That's not why we're here. So we're here to spread inspiration, light, and love. It's all about love. And it's funny because you can hear, I hear a lot of political pundits making fun of us people who spread nothing but unconditional love.
I love
And
and
look at where it's gotten us in comparison to them, right?
yes.
Wow, while I was reading that, a whole bunch of comments went by. Now I got to catch up. Like 17 of them. Thank you, Viviani. Thank you. I've been like showing this tonight a lot after watching Una's tarot. That's kind of scary. I've been wondering about that. As a matter of fact, yesterday I was saying some things about Mr. Tesla that I should That was for entertainment purposes only. Because he's been kind of sue happy lately. I'm talking about Twitter yesterday in my live stream. So, you guys, it's so good to have everybody here. Wow. Well, the hour's almost up.
Yes.
I
Good.
love it. This show always goes so fast. Because the conversation never stops.
Yes.
I'm always so interested in everyone. So, do you have new things that you've got planned to do for the new year, or are you just waiting to see what you're told?
Yes, I kind of, excuse me.
Mhm.
I kind of wait for, that push, the inner push. So I'm just taking it easy, like a break for a while, and to see where I get pushed.
Yeah, there you go. And spirit
Yes.
guiding you to what you need to do.
Good.
That's kind of what I've been doing. I do know this channel is going to have one. We got a picture for Guhu. Hey, good to see ya. Awesome. Face reveal. Welcome. Please come back. Hi, Four Paws. Hey, Four Paws. She will be here on the Lightworkers Roundtable in a couple weeks. I'm
Good.
so excited to have her too. Acupuncture is wonderful, and she does it for our pets. So
Ah,
I'm really excited to talk to her. Everybody, it's so fun because the whole month of January, all my guests are coming from the chat.
Great.
So, we get to put some faces to some names and stuff. So it's pretty cool. And if you don't want to show your face, that's cool too. You just talk. I'm all for everybody being comfortable, and this is a chill, relaxed show. We don't get all worked up here. Yeah, you're welcome. I can't wait to. It's so exciting. Um, yeah, she's after Tracy. She's the last week, the last Thursday of the month. I guess that's the 29th, I believe. Just like today, 29th, a month from today. So, yeah, one show a month will be a show with more of a panel kind of a situation.
Yeah.
So not next week, but the week after, I have a couple of ladies that one of them has been on YouTube for like 15 years. And so I'm really excited to have them. They'll be my first panel. So it should be good. It should be fun. You guys are terrific people for being here. Gertrude, thank you. I am so excited. I knew meeting you was going to be a special deal. I had no idea how we were going to connect. Oh my, 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 my. It's so exciting. It's so special. Um, and it's really interesting because I've been asking Spirit for some inspiration on some new gifts, and I've been getting the gifts, but I don't know where to start to develop them. I know they're there. I feel them because I get little hints of it happening, and I just need to rein it in and develop what's going on. It started happening with Lionsgate, so all these every one of these portals every month I get another aspect of a gift, and it's really cool.
Yeah.
OnlyFans collab. I love it. Yeah, and in Tarot Love community, um, this is a safe place to hang. You know, we all watch out for each other. So I thank you so much, you guys. I did pull some cards that I want you to see. I was just messing around, and it's like, oh no, you got to see these. I swear to you, I didn't like search through the deck to pull them either. But first card I got. Now this is from my the Soul Helper Oracle deck. It's a pretty deck, really pretty deck. I love bright colors. That's why I love your background. It's so pretty.
Yeah,
Um,
I have a darker one, and then Christmas, I thought I'll change it to these happy colors.
I love it. Yeah, this one. I'm getting a new backdrop, you guys. This after payday, this is the last time you're going to be seeing this one for a while. Well, I also have the mushroom one, also, but I don't. That's the one for the midweek minis because we talk a lot about pot and mushrooms and stuff like that on that show. So,
Oh, really?
so it's a little fairy village in the mushrooms. It's fun. It's a fun backdrop. But the cards that I got, the first card that I got is this: have courage. Well, I'm going to go ahead and give myself the hot seat, as Ron Unconditional calls it, so you guys can see this card. It's a beautiful card.
Yeah.
Have courage. Awaken the warrior of light within you. This was a card meant for all of you. Awaken the light within you. We need you. Now, those of you, there's people in here who will go, I'm not a light worker. You don't know. Yes, you are. Very much a light worker. You make people laugh. You bring joy to people's lives. Guess what you're doing? You're turning your light on. The second card I got is another one that's a really powerful card. Protect, right now, protect what you love. It is your duty and your responsibility. Isn't that a sweet card?
Yes.
That sweet little doggy.
Yeah, I love the it's beautiful.
Isn't it gorgeous? It's
Yes.
just fantastic. And then the last message that we get is connected to awakening the warrior. But remember to recognize the natural world, because there are times when you need to let the inner hunter and huntress take a rest. When you need to rest, go to nature. When you need to recharge, go to nature, go to the earth. I am a very big advocate of earthing, as you all know. Take your shoes off, stick your feet in the dirt, and just listen to your surroundings. You can do that in your backyard. You don't have to go on a hike and do that. Um, I'm hearing in my town here, they're actually getting ready to uh, not let people be putting grass in as much.
Really?
Yeah, because of the water situation.
Yeah.
It's about damn time. First of all, who wants grass? It's a lot of work. You got to mow it. I mean, I used to live in Oregon. Oh my goodness. If you didn't mow your lawn every week, it bogged the lawnmower down and you couldn't get through it the second week. It's like, So, Arizona, I like having my pea gravel yard. um, so, you guys, we're going to be heading out here in a minute. Anybody else have any questions or anything thank you, Sharon. The message in these cards is, we don't have to hide anymore. First of all, as a light worker, you don't have to keep your mouth shut anymore. Okay? Haven't you noticed there's been a slight change in the energy in Washington, D.C.? A lot of people not following that crowd anymore. A lot of people rejecting all that lies and misinformation. So that's why we can come out and talk now. We're needed. Our truth is needed. So, boy, do we have a lot of that in this group. Clarity in spades. So,
Yes.
thank you so much, Gertrude, for being here and for
No,
joining me. Come back, please. You know what? Come back on a Wednesday and we can have lots of fun, because that's just like the open conversation, chill out. Let's do some, it's yeah, we have a lot of fun on that one. We do a lot of laughing. It was 2 hours of laughing and giggling because Wolf Girl joined me yesterday. I was like, "What you doing today?" And she's like, "Want to join me?" She's like, "Yeah, sure." So we talk to each other every morning. You can tell. I thank everybody for being here. You know how much I love you. All of you stay safe this holiday. Oh my gosh, it's New Year's. Have a
yes.
You grow weeds? Yeah, you grow good weeds. You guys have the best holiday. Enjoy your New Year's, and we'll see you next year, next week. I love you all
Yeah.
so much. I will do my little outro, and we will see you guys next week. Thank you so very much.